I was born in 1975. It was the year of 8 tracks, Magic 8 Balls, and Captain and Tennille. Saturday Night Live premiered, Jaws came out in the movie theaters, and Gerald Ford was the President of the United States. A stamp cost 10 cents, a quart of milk 46, and a loaf of bread was 33. 1975 was a good year. I had the perfect childhood. I was raised on 30 acres in the country, and I'm still a cowgirl at heart. We had a little A-framed house that my parents added a bedroom and a bathroom to. I played and learned and grew up in that little house. My brother worked a dairy farm, and we had a small farm of our own. My mom and dad both worked in town too, so farming was our hobby. It was my brother's livelihood. I started reading when I was 3 years old. I loved books. I still love books, and eventually I became a language arts teacher and a writer. I'm still an avid reader. I also learned to play the piano. I've got a love for music, and I still love music, even though now my instrument is my voice more than the piano. But my life wasn't always perfect. My conception was the stuff abortions are made of. I was the outcome of an unsolicited sexual encounter of a teenage girl who had no place to go and no one to turn to. This scared teenage girl ended up at the Catholic Diocese of Houston. Instead of having an abortion, which was the advice given elsewhere considering the circumstances, she decided to let me have a chance at life. She gave birth to me, put me up for adoption, and went on to pursue her dreams in Hollywood. And I got to be born. I was a preemie, so I stayed in the hospital for a while to develop more and get fattened up a bit. I had no family, I had no name, but I had life. My parents had been told that there wouldn't be a baby for them for at least a year. 3 weeks later, they got the call to come pick me up. They had nothing. No crib, no bottles, no anything at all for a newborn. Neighbors chipped in and gathered all of their things to give to our family. In particular, a family down the street with a 1-year-old daughter gave them everything. Once my new family brought me home, the friends had a shower and I got gifts to start me off in life. My gotcha day was July 25th, 1975. I ended up with an amazing mother who epitomized everything a godly woman should be. This beautiful woman took me in her arms even though she had never carried me in her womb. I ended up with an amazing father too. He protected me, provided for me, and prayed for me. He embodies everything that God created fathers to be, a picture of our Heavenly Father. And I ended up with an amazing big brother. He was almost 14 when I came along. He adored me and was proud of me and showed me off from day one. I obviously adored him too. I have experienced so much love in my life, it's almost unfathomable. And it all started with a pregnant teenager who loved me enough to give me life and allow me to experience the love of another family. I am now an advocate of adoption. I believe that focusing on the birth mother and helping her through whatever circumstances led her to consider abortion or adoption or having a child is the most important thing. My story has led me to many, many other adoption stories, all different and all full of blessings. Daphne and Robert adopted a sibling group of 5 one Thanksgiving. What a blessing! Ladora and Christian adopted an embryo that had been slated for in vitro and wasn't going to be used. What a miracle! Amy and Tom adopted her cousin's entire family because of extenuating circumstances. What a godsend! And Jamie and Matt added a new daughter to their family of 6 recently. What a bounty! And after spending 2 months preparing with a birth mother just to have her change her mind at the last minute, Will and Beth have just adopted a new baby girl. What divine intervention! My name is Deanna Darr, and I am adopted. Gotcha Day is the best day ever.